Okay, welcome back to another episode of Secure Governance. And I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm tired of people coming up to me with the sad story. So I'm going to say this right now. If you've just graduated high school, if you're working in the fast food industry, if you're working in maintenance, if you're working at Walmart, Target, some retail job, some dead end job that you're sick and tired of, I'm going to give you the opportunity to change your life, to pivot today. No more excuses. So, you can skip college, that's a lie. Start a career. The 4-week program Meta is using to hire people with zero experience. No degree, no debt, no experience required. Let me say this again. No degree, no debt, no experience required. So if you don't like working at McDonald's, Burger King, Walmart, Target, maintenance, whatever job that you don't like, you need to pivot. And Meta, Facebook is offering that opportunity today. I'm going to tell you what to do. This is part one. This is part one. Okay. Here's the problem right now. You're working the register, the drive-through, the sales floor. The hours are long, the pay doesn't move. There's no real path up. If you go to college, it's going to be 40,000 plus a year, depending on where you go. Takes 4 years and still doesn't guarantee a job right now. There is another way. There is another way. Meta, Facebook. The company behind Facebook and Instagram is building data centers across the country to power AI. All of this technology, all of this AI, they need data centers. The problem is they don't have skilled workers. That goes for plumbing, electricians, etc. They don't have skilled workers to build these data centers. And they say, well, robotics isn't there yet. Remember, you can have robots do mechanical things, mechanical motions, but it's not there where the intelligence, or hasn't been released yet, should I say, where the intelligence can make rational thought. It's not there yet. So you need skilled workers. They need thousands of skilled workers to install and maintain fiber optic cable that keeps those data centers running. So Meta partnered with CBRE, the world's largest commercial real estate and workforce training company, to train people from scratch for free. It's called the Level Up Fiber Technician Pathway. And again, no degree, no experience required. Now, if you're working at McDonald's or fast food or maintenance or Target or some job you don't like, you're on your feet anyway. You're on your feet and you're moving around anyway. So this is no difference. This is no difference. The only difference is you're not getting terrible people screaming at you. So you're on your feet all day anyway. You're moving fast paced anyway. So don't think you can't do this. Okay, here's what you actually get. And again, this is part one to the pivot. This is the part one to the pivot to change your economics. You're going to have to get 4 weeks of paid training. 4 weeks of paid training. No tuition, no fees, hands on from day one. Now, you're getting this tech training, okay? That's just a certification that you're going to put on your resume, okay? And it's paid, okay? Travel covered, travel expenses covered for the duration of the training, and lodging. No experience required. Zero trades background needed to apply. But if you do have trades background, for example, if you're a carpenter, electrician, a plumber, a builder, sheetrocker, mason, that's going to help you as far as salary. But no education, zero trades. They love to train people with zero experience. Now, you're going to have to get off your ass. You're going to have to get off your ass. You're going to have to put the freaking video game down You're going to have to stop whacking off and all the other crazy stuff. You're going to have to go to a training center. That's in Indiana or Ohio. So you're going to have to go away for 4 weeks. Just suck it up. I don't want to hear, oh, my girlfriend or my boyfriend or both of them, screw them. This is a pivot in your economic well being. So you're going to have to leave. You're going to have to go away for 4 weeks. You're not doing anything anyway. You're not doing anything anyway. So 4 weeks of paid training, hands on. They're going to walk you like you're a little kid through everything. You're going to get a major tech certification from a well-known company, Meta. You're going to get your travel and your lodging experience covered. No experience, but you're going to have to go away. So don't cry about it. Just do it for 4 weeks. You're going to get paid daily per diem, paid to you every day while you train. Daily per diem, paid to you every day while you train. Money coming every day. No degree requirement. Who qualifies? This program was built for people just like you. No trades background needed, but if you have it, that's going to increase your salary. No college degree, just 3 things. Are you reliable? Are you willing to learn? Open to travel for training? If that's you, you're already qualified. And I don't want to hear, oh, I don't want to leave my boyfriend and my girlfriend. Oh, I don't want to leave the States. Get off your ass. This is the opportunity. I'm tired of people complaining. You have to pivot. In this economy, you need to pivot. There's a lot of crazy things going on right now. And thousands of people are losing their jobs. And all of you state and county workers, oh, I got a state job. I got a county job. Guess what? That's going to come to an end also at some point. Okay? Get off your ass. All you're doing is sitting on the couch watching video games, watching TV, kissing somebody's ass. What you're going to learn: safety and tools, safety protocols, and proper use of power tools, the foundation of every job site. Okay? Safety and tool protocol. Fiber cabling installation, how to install high-tech fibers, cabling used in real data centers environments. You're going to be trained in the actual center. A lot of training is online with all these other organizations, but you're actually going to be on an actual job site where you're actually training. So it's not like you're going to be going into a situation when you're in the real world working. You're actually going to know how to do it because you've actually done it. So you're going to get the fiber cabling installation training. And then lastly, the data center infrastructure, how to set up the same equipment and systems used on real Meta data center sites. You're trained by CBRE, the company that has trained more installers and technicians than anyone else in the country. Now, here's the beauty. Okay, we're going to get to the beauty. This is a certification. This is a training. You can take this training and work anywhere. Anywhere. Remember that. Remember that. What happens after the training? Once you complete the 4 weeks, you're placed into a fiber technician role at a Meta data center employed through one of our Meta's contractor partners. So you complete the 4 weeks of training, paid, hands-on. You get placed into one of Meta's data center, and you start earning competitive pay and benefits from day one. If a move is required after the program, relocation costs are covered too. Just remember that. So, I want you to understand the concept. You're going away for 4 weeks, you're getting hands-on training. When you finish, Meta, they have data centers, Facebook, they have data centers all across the country. Now, those data centers are run by third-party vendors. You're going to get hired not by Meta, but by the third-party vendor that runs the Meta data center. Now, pay is going to be based on experience and your certification. So if you're an electrician and you get this certification, obviously you're going to make more money because you have that electrician background, or if you're a builder or a mason person or anything with the trades, your pay is going to be a little higher. But because these data centers run 24 hours a day, your main pay scale is going to be the demand for overtime, because they don't have a lot of skilled workers to do this, because everyone's sitting at home. Oh, I don't want to miss my video games. You can take your video game system with you, pack it in your bag. Oh, I can't leave my girlfriend. Go get another side hoe if you got to. I don't care, but you need to go. There's no romance without finance. And if you have kids, you need to do whatever it takes to take care of them. So you're going to get this paid training, and then you're going to be placed with one of Meta's vendors throughout the country. Now, let's suppose, though, that you don't want to go with one of Meta's vendors, excuse me. With this training, you can get hired in your local community from someone else that's doing this. Okay? Fiber technician, there's many companies besides Meta that's hiring fiber technicians. And again, this is part one in this series. Okay. Now, here's the honest part. Let's be straight about how this works, because this builds trust. You're hired by a Meta contractor. You're not a Facebook employee, because their benefits are tremendous. You're hired by one of their vendors. Just remember that. Okay. The pay range is from 48,000 to 90K. Independent industry reporting on fiber technicians' pay generally lands in this range depending on location and experience. Remember, if you're an electrician, certified or experienced electrician, and you get this certification, your pay is going to be a little bit higher because you have that electrician background, or you're a mason, or you're a sheetrocker, or you're a builder, or a welder, anything with the trades, you're going to get a little higher pay because of your experience. But here's the beauty: because they have a lack of workers, overtime is the key. I know people that I've sent into this program that are doing it now. Overtime is the key. Okay? And this is a real path, not a guarantee. Nothing is guaranteed. But trust me, they don't have enough workers. If you stick with this, I'm telling you, you won't regret it. Now, why this field? Why now? This is the fastest growing sector. Data centers are the fastest growing part of the U.S. construction and tech industry right now, driven by the AI boom. And not only are they building data centers, okay, they're also they're adding these um, let me say, data center boxes to people's homes, so they can expand it that way. Because in order to build a data center, you have to get zoning approval from the town board. And a lot of towns and people are resisting these data centers. So how do they get around that? They're paying people to put data center boxes or servers on their houses. They're building them in people's houses. So someone has to go out and to install these mini data centers into people's homes. That's what I'm going to call it. These servers, these data centers in people's homes. A lot of them are inside the house or on the side of the house. So someone has to install this. That's where you come in. So there's a lot of opportunities once you get this certification. There's a nationwide shortage. They don't have enough workers. They don't have enough workers in the trade. At some point, to have a plumber come to your house, I'm telling you, is going to be like extremely more expensive than it is now, because young people aren't getting into these trades. Okay. And these are transferable skills. Fiber technician skills work across telecom, broadband, infrastructure companies, not just data centers. What you're going to learn today is what I'm telling you. If you go through the 4-week program and you don't want to go into one of Meta's vendors or one of their data centers, you can take this training and you can work for uh, cable companies, cable TV companies, Verizon. I mean, there's many places once you have this skill. And remember, this is just part one of the pivot. This is just part one of the pivot that I'm going to explain to you. Okay. And what this means for you: 4 weeks. That's all it takes. No $40,000 a year student loan or more. No 4 years of your life on hold. 4 weeks. 4 freaking weeks. You can't put the video game down for 4 weeks. You can't stop slapping your girlfriend's ass for 4 weeks. You can't get off the couch for 4 weeks. Can't leave your little doggy for 4 weeks. Paid to learn a skill that's in demand right now. A real shot at leaving retail or fast food behind for something that pays more and goes somewhere. You can't leave McDonald's for 4 weeks. You can't leave Burger King for 4 weeks. You can't leave Walmart or Target for 4 weeks. You can't put down that mop for 4 weeks to go get paid training. And what do you do next? You go visit the official page. There's a link in the description. Register, upload your resume, and choose your location, Indiana or Ohio. This is your move to make. The program is free. The only cost is not applying. I don't want to hear any excuses. If you want to increase your pay, this is what you have to do. Period. Period. I don't want to hear any crying. 4 weeks of your life, paid 4 weeks of your life, I might add, to change your economic circumstance. And this is just part one of the pivot. Because once you go to the site and you apply, while you're waiting for them to reach out to you, I'm going to tell you to do something else in the intern. This is just part one. I'm going to get to part two. The question is, are you ready today? You don't need a college degree to change your life. You need one decision in 4 weeks. Level up, skip college, start building your future today, period. The Bible says we walk by faith, not by sight. And what is faith? Faith is the substance of things hoped for. Everything, religion, I'm just going to use Christianity. Or if you're Muslim or Jewish, whatever, it's all based on faith. You've never seen God. You've never seen Allah. You've never seen him. But you believe in him based on faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. Do you have faith in your ability to change your economic situation? You can today by leveling up. So if you're tired of working in fast food, if you're tired of working in maintenance, if you're tired of working in a warehouse, if you're tired of working at Walmart, Target, or wherever, if you're tired of being shitted on, 4 weeks of paid training. And again, you can go to one of Meta's centers across the country, or you can say, screw you and take that training and work for somebody else. There's a lot of opportunity with this training. Again, this is for data centers. But again, a lot of counties and a lot of cities across the country are resisting data centers. So how are these AI companies getting around it? They say, okay, we're not going to build a data center. What they do is they petition homes, say, listen, we want to put, I'm going to say we want to put a server on the side of your house or inside your house. And that's how they work around. But they're going to need people to install these many data centers into people's homes. And who's going to do that? You! Making a killing. Making a killing. So if you want to change your life today, okay, and if you go to college, they lied to you about college. They told you to go to college, get your degree, and everything will be all right. Your bachelor's degree in business means shit. Your bachelor's degree in liberal arts means shit. History, sociology, psychology, they all mean shit. Because once you get the bachelor's, guess what? That's not good enough. Now we got to freak you in the behind even more. You got to get your master's. And then you're going to graduate. And before you do anything, you're already hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. You got $1,500, $2,000 student loan. Before you do anything, not to mention the car note that you going to have, and not to mention the rent that you're going to have. So what are you talking about? Unless you're going into a specialty skill, which is a ripoff. Law, which I think that's a ripoff. You should just be be educated under the tutelage of an attorney. Unless you're going to be a doctor, specific engineers, specific scientists. It's all a rip. It's all a rip. You can avoid that right now by pivoting. So I don't want to hear any more excuses. This is part 1 of the pivot. Go to the link in the description. Apply today. I'm not getting any money from this. I'm not. I'm already in a field that I'm stuck in. I kind of like it, but I'm already there. This is for you. Go there and apply. And this is part 1. Upload your resume. They're going to reach out to you. I've got over 80 people I've sent on this journey so far. Over the last year. A little over a year. This is just part 1. While you're waiting for them to get back to you, you're going to do something else in the intern. You're going to do something else in the intern. Okay, so the fiber optic technician, that's just stage 1. Okay, you can build up to other levels to increase your pay, but regardless of the change in position, okay, it's like you can go from supervisor to manager to upper management. You can do that in this field, but there's other credentialing you have to get. So while you're waiting for them to get back to you and the intern, you're going to start this other free training online. And when you go out for the 4-week training, you'll still do this training at your own pace. So when you finish, you'll have the 4-week training, and then you'll have this other online training that's also free. And then when you're ready to apply, you're going to increase your salary. So this is the opportunity. This is the opportunity. I don't want to hear any more of it. Get off your ass and do something today. Or just stay at McDonald's and keep flipping the freaking burgers. Stay at Burger King and keep flipping the burgers, which is nothing wrong with it. That's what you have to do. But if you're tired of it, this is the opportunity. And remember, you're working in fast food. You're working in maintenance. You're already on your feet. You're working in retail. You're already on your feet. You're already lifting. You're already moving. You're already hanging. You're already hammering. You're already screwing. You're already cleaning. So you're already on your feet. So why not getting to something that you can benefit from? I told you the opportunity. I'm not going to say anymore. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you on the next episode. God bless.